Alright, good morning class. I hope you all are doing well today. Today we're going to do mathematics. So before I get into our topic, I'm going to recap on what we did last week. Who can remember what we did last week for mathematics? This section? We did odd numbers, yes. What else do we do? Yes, we also do even numbers. So we did odd and even numbers. So who can remember what are odd numbers? Haley? Correct. Odd numbers ending with 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Give her a hand. So this section here, Kyle is going to tell me what you remember about even number. Okay, he's correct. Even numbers are numbers ending with 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So today we're going to look at something new, right? We're moving on to a new topic. So before I put the topic on the board, I'm going to play a video. And in this video, you're going to listen because at the end I'm going to ask questions, right? You want to tell me what you learned. Okay, fold your arms and brace back. You have to listen carefully to the video, right? To the song.
I am the Shakes train. Choo choo choo. I am the Shakes train. Mr. Circle, you're so round and round and round. You can roll on the ground, you can roll all around. Mr. Circle, you're so round and round and round. You can roll on the ground, you can roll all around. Mr. Square, good morning, how are you? Take care of your four sides and your four corners too. Mr. Square, good morning, how are you? Take care of your four sides and your four corners too. Mr. Triangle, you look like a pyramid. Won't you join me on my train, as Mr. Square did? Mr. Triangle, you look like a pyramid. Won't you join me on my train, as Mr. Square did? Mr. Star, are you looking at the sky? Your friends will come out in the night, so very high. Mr. Star, are you looking at the sky? Your friends will come out in the night, so very high. Mr. Rectangle, oh, will you join us too? My wagons are comfortable and shady just like you. Mr. Rectangle, oh, will you join us too? My wagons are comfortable and shady just like you.
Okay, so do you enjoy that video? Now you're going to tell me what you learned from the video. This group here is going to tell me something they learned from the video. Let me hear. Okay, you learned about shapes. What about shapes do you learn? There are different kinds. Okay, so name some kinds of shape you learned from the video. This group here. You learn about square. Okay, let me hear somebody from this group. Circle. All right. So, our our topic for today is going to be plane shapes, right? Okay, so we learned from the video, we look at shapes, and those shapes are what kind of shapes? They are plane shapes, correct? And we learned about the different kinds there. And so our topic for today is plane shapes. What is our topic for today? Plane shapes. So our topic for today is plane shapes. Now let's spell plane shapes. P-L-A-N-E-S-H-A-P-E-S, plane shapes. Let's spell it together. P-L-A-N-E-S-H-A-P-E-S. Now we're going to clap out the words together. Let's clap out plane. Let's clap it again. How much syllables are you hearing from the word plane? One syllable, correct. Let's clap out the word shapes now. Again, how much syllables are we hearing? We're hearing one syllable. So when you hear the word plane shape, what comes to mind? What do you think are plane shapes? They are flat shapes, correct. What else? Kiana? Plane shapes are triangle, okay. Well, that is a type, right? That is an example. What else do you know about plane shapes? Alright, so anybody else want to say something else? Okay, so plane shapes are also called closed shape, right? So I have the definition of plane shapes on the board here, right? And we're going to read it. I'm going to read it first. It says plane shapes refer to a flat two-dimensional shape, example, square, rectangle, triangle, and circle. Now let's read it together. Plane shapes refer to a flat two-dimensional shape, example, square, rectangle, triangle, and circle. So as we have the definition there, what do you think the word two-dimensional mean? I know it's a big word, right? And you might not know the meaning. Two-dimensional, it means that the shape has breadth and length, but there is no depth, there is no thickness. So it means that the shape is flat, right? There is no thickness within the shape. The shape is flat. It only has the breadth and the length. That is what two-dimensional means. And we have some examples here. That's square, rectangle, triangle, and circle. We have more examples too, like oval and pentagon and diamond and so on, right? All those are plane shapes too. But today we're going to focus on these four here, right? We're going to focus on the square, rectangle, triangle, and circle. We know what are plane shapes. Now we're going to go on to look at the examples, right? So I made a teaching aid here with the four plane shapes you will be looking at. So look on the chalkboard. I have the shapes there. As you can see, it says plane shapes here, right? What it says? Plane shapes. So look at this first one here. What do you think this one is? It's a square, right? It says square here. So you can see how this shape is different from the other one, right? This one here is square, right? So we are going to spell the word square. So I'm going to spell it first and you're going to spell it after me. S-Q-U-A-R-E, square. Let's spell it together. S-Q-U-A-R-E, square. Let's say the word square. Again. So we're going to clap out the word square together. Let's go. Square. Again. Square. How much syllables are you hearing? How much? One syllable. That is correct, right? So the word square have one syllable. So I have an example here that I made, and you're going to pass it around for everybody to see and feel how the square looks like. Remember, we said there are two-dimensional square which two-dimensional shape, right? That is plane shape, which means it have no thickness. As you can see here, there is no thickness. When I turn it this way, there is no depth or thickness within it. It is a flat shape. It is also a closed shape, as you could see here, right? Nowhere is open. It is a closed shape and a flat shape, right? So I'm going to pass it around and you're going to hold it and you're going to see it and experiment what it is, right? You're going to experience it. So this group is going to look at it first. Come on, when you finish, you're going to pass it to the other person so everybody could get to see. The other group. This group is going to look at it. Observe how it looks like, how it is flat. Remember, it have the breadth and the length alone. There is no depth and no thickness within it. It's a flat shape, right? This group going to look at it now. Feel it how it looks like. Remember, it's flat. And it is also a closed shape. Good. So, I want you to give me examples now of squares. Since you know what the square looks like, I want you to give me examples of square. Look around in your classroom now. There's a lot of things around. You're going to give me example of square. Let me hear Dashon. Give me an example of a square. You can give me an example. What am I standing on here? What is this? It's the floor, yes, but it's something else on the floor. This square thing here is what? It is a tile, is not so. So what is the shape of this tile here? Isn't it a square? It is a square here. Look at this shape here and look at the shape of the tile here. Don't you think it is a square? So the tile here is an example of a square. Let's think about something else in the classroom. So I have this board here. Don't you think this board here is square? Look at it. Isn't it square? Yes, it is a square. So these are examples of square. So what I want you to do for me now, we're gonna make the square in the air. We're gonna make the shape in the air. Let's go. Look how it's structured, and so we're gonna do it. So we're gonna start from the top. Put your finger in the air and do like this. So the square go across like this, come down, it go across back, and it go up back to reach the other end. So that is a square. So now we're going to look at the other shape. The other shape here is a what? Very good. It is a triangle. And you see that the triangle here, how it is different from the other shapes. Can you see? Good. So we're going to look at the word triangle here. We're going to spell it. I'm going to spell it first, and you're going to spell it after. Triangle, triangle. Let's go together. Triangle, triangle. Very good. So we're going to clap out the word triangle together because we want to know how much syllable the word have, right? Let's go. Triangle. Again, everybody. Triangle. How much syllable are we hearing? 2? No, let's go again. Triangle. How much times did you clap? It's 3, right? We clap 3 times, so it means in the word triangle, it have how much syllables? 3. Very good. So I also have another example here to pass around. Here is the triangle. As you can see, it's flat, right? It have no depth or thickness, but it is flat. So I'm going to pass it around, and everybody's going to feel it and hold it and see what it looks like, right? Even though it is here, You're going to actually feel it and know what a triangle looks like. I want you to give me an example of a triangle. Look around in the classroom. Look how the triangle looks like. So, this group here is going to give me an example of a triangle. So, since there is no, as we look around, there is not much of triangle in here. Okay, think about outside of the classroom now. In your home or when you go to the shop. Now there is a snack that we eat. It is the shape of a triangle. Do you know what it is? Very good. It is what? The turtle shape. So the turtle shape is what kind of shape? It is the triangle. Now we are going to make the shape in the air, right? So put your fingers up. So the triangle comes like this, slant way like this, it goes across, and then we go upwards. Again, let's do it one more time. It comes down to the slant, it goes across, and it reaches back at the top in the slant, right? So it is a closed shape, it's not so. Good, so the next shape we're going to look at now is this one here. What is the name of this shape? Do you know this shape? It is a rectangle. Very good. So look at the rectangle, you can see how it is different from the others. Don't you think that the rectangle resembles the square? It does, but what is the difference? The two sides here are much longer than the square one. So I have another example here, so I'm going to pass around. As you can see here, this is a rectangle. So I'm going to allow you to pass it around. You're going to feel and see what the rectangle looks like. So, as everybody see what the rectangle looks like, you're going to give me example of the rectangle. Look around in the classroom. I know there is a lot of examples. This section here is going to give me an example. So let me hear JCL. Let she give me an example of a rectangle. What is it? Okay, she said the chalkboard. Look at the shape of the chalkboard. Is it the same shape of this here? The rectangle? Yes, it is, because the two sides here are long and the two sides there, the opposite sides are short. So the chalkboard is an example of a rectangle. Now give me another example. This group is going to give me another example. Let me hear Sylvan. Okay, Sylvan say the teaching aid on the wall. Is that so? Okay, let's look at this teaching aid here. What is the shape here? It is a rectangle. It's not so. And you see it? These two sides here are long and over here is short. So that is another example of a rectangle. So we're gonna spell the word. So we're gonna spell the word rectangle. I'm gonna spell it first. We're gonna spell it for me. R-E-C-T-A-N-G-L-E, rectangle. Let's go together. R-E-C-T-A-N-G-L-E, rectangle. Very good. So now we're going to clap out the word rectangle to know how much syllable it has. Let's go together. Rectangle. Again. Rectangle. How much syllable are we hearing? Good. How much syllables? 3. Very good. So the word rectangle have 3 syllables. So now we're going to make the shape in the air. Put your finger up. How do we start the rectangle? Start from top. So we go across. Remember the sides are, the top side is more longer, right? So we go across, we come down, we go across again this way, and then we go back to meet the end on top. So that is what? That is a rectangle. So the next shape we're going to look at is what is this shape here? It is a circle. Very good. This is a circle. So we're going to spell the word circle. I'm going to spell it first. C-I-R-C-L-E, circle. Let's spell it together. C-I-R-C-L-E, circle. Say the word circle. Very good. So we're going to clap out the word circle now together. Circle. Let me hear you. Circle. Very good. How much syllable do you hear from the word circle? 2 syllables. That is correct. So the word circle have 2 syllables. I also have an example here again for you to pass around. You're going to see what it looks like, right? So I'm going to start with this group. You're going to see what it looks like and pass on to the other person. You don't feel and see what a circle looks like. You're going to give me some example of circle. Let's look around now. Let's look for a circle in our classroom. I want a person from this back section here to give me an example of a circle in the classroom. Let me hear Melody. Give me an example of a circle that you see in the classroom. Stand and look around. What is it? She said the clock. Okay. She said the clock here. Let's look at the clock. What is the shape of this clock, class? It is a circle, correct. And in the video, we learned that a circle goes round and round. As you can see, it the same shape on the clock here. Can you see it? Good. Somebody else is going to give me another example. Come on, I need another example. Where? On the wall? Very good. Look here. Amelia said on the wall here. Is this a circle? It is a circle, right? So since we know what is a circle, what it looks like, we're going to make the circle in the air. Let's go together. The circle goes like this and it goes round and round. It's not so. Let's go again. Circle goes like this and it goes around. Good. So since we know what are plane shapes and we know some examples, remember we are looking at the 4 types. These 4, we are focusing on these 4 here, right? These here. So I have some activity for you to do, right? Let me see who like to fix puzzle. Put your hand up. Good. So let's have some puzzle here and you're going to fix it. So these puzzles that I have here are plane shapes, the same shapes that are here. So I have 4 bags here with the 4 plane shapes. So each group is going to take one and they're going to fix the puzzle to make the shapes. So this first group here, this is your activity. You're going to arrange it and fix it in the puzzle to form the plane shape. I can't tell you what shape it is. You have to fix it to figure out what shape it is. So you can begin as you get your puzzles. Turn it over, the shine part has to be on top, right? You can start fixing it. I'm coming around to check it. Alright, so I'm going to come around now to check. Let me see the first group. Good, so what shape is this? Very good, good work. What shape it is? It's the triangle, correct. So let's go to the other group now. So over here, so you're going to put it in a little closer, right? What shape is that? It's the circle. Very good. Let's go to the other group here now. Good. So what shape is this? Very good. That is the square. I'm going to the other group. What happened over here? You have to fit it in closer. Come on. Fit it. Let me see. Good. So this shape is what? What is the name of that shape? The rectangle. Very good. So as you can see, you actually fix the puzzle and know what shapes looks like, right? Good job. So I also have another activity for you to do. Are you ready? Yes, sir. So for our next activity now, what are these? Peas. Good. And so I have some shapes here outlined. I'm going to give each section one, and you're going to use the peas to outline the shape. Good. So now, each group is going to have a couple of the peas, and you're going to use the peas, and you're going to outline the shape, right? I'm going to show you just now what you have to do. Yes, perfect. Good. Okay. Good. So what you are going to do for me, let me show you on the board. Look on your paper. Say like this is your shape. This is what? This is a square I'm drawing here, right? Good. You're going to use the piece now, right? And you see that the outer part of the shape, right? The line. You're going to take the piece and you're going to line it across like this to cover up the line, right? So you're going to use the piece to outline the shape right away around. So you can start working. So I'm going to come around. You should be finished right now. So this group here is finished. This is good. And what somebody's going to tell me what is the name of this shape. It is a square. Very good. Let's look at this group here. This group here, come on, you have to hurry up. The time is going. Let's look at over here. So some other groups are not finished yet, so we're going to give them a little more time, and then we're going to continue in our next activity. Next activity we're going to look at is we're going to play a game, right? And in this game I have a ball here, so we're going to form a circle right in your section. We're going to form like a big circle around, and I'm going to throw the ball, and you're going to keep throwing the ball to the next person, whoever the ball. While throwing the ball, I'm going to play a song, the shape song, and when the song stops, right, I'm going to stick it and play it back. When it stops, whoever has the ball while you're throwing it around, that person is going to answer a question on the topic, right? So let's start. So I'm going to start with this first person here. So you're going to catch and ensure it comes to the other person, right?
Mr. Circle, Mr.
Okay. So Syria have the ball. So Syria is going to answer this question, right, regarding to our topic. She's going to tell us what is plane shapes. So let us hear you. She said plane shapes are flat shape. Is she correct, class? Okay, she's correct, right? Plane shapes are flat, two-dimensional shapes. So another person, so we're going to continue playing the game, right? We're going to throw it to the other person. So Romisa is going to tell me, she's going to give me example of plane shapes that we look at today. Good, so she said square and triangle. Is she correct? Good, so she is correct. So let us recap on our lesson, what we learned today. We look at what? We look at plane shapes, and we say plane shapes are good. Plane shapes are flat, two two-dimensional shapes. Very good. So I want you to give me some examples of plane shapes that we look at and that you learn. This group is going to give me one. Square, very good. This group, triangle, good. Let me hear this group. Circle, very good. And this group here, rectangle. So did you understand what we learned today? Alright. So that brings us to the end of our lesson for today. I hope you guys learn and understand on the topic plane shapes.